Hello my friends and welcome to episode 13 of our Football Manager 2022 save with Chelsea. I was going to say beta save, this is technically still our beta save. Not started our main save yet, that is coming soon at the end of this season. More to come on that when I have more information because we're waiting on an edited database. If you're enjoying this series though, please hit the subscribe button. We are on our way to 1,000 subscribers. That would be huge for us to hit. And we're getting closer and closer to there every single day. So thank you all for all the support. Smash the like button or the dislike button as well if you are enjoying or not enjoying this episode. Let me know in the comment section why. All the comments, fucking love you guys. It's absolutely amazing. Don't know why I'm swearing there. I really don't. Anyway, last episode was this disappointing 1-1 draw against West Ham. We absolutely battered them. I don't know how we didn't come out on top, but hey ho, is what it is. And from here, things get a bit more plain sailing. You can start to see that the tactics does start to come good. Against Spurs, now granted, they finished the game with 9 men. They played the majority of it with 10. The second red was in the 90th minute, so let's just call that irrelevant. We won 7-2. Kylian Mbappe with a hat-trick, Lukaku with a brace, Tomori with a goal, Reece James also on the score sheet. We then played Liverpool, who have been a bit of a pain in our side recently, and we lost 3-0. A fairly shady early goal that was frustrating to concede. A Mo Salah penalty, which was for me never a penalty in a month for Sundays, but hey ho, and Jesus Corona also on the score sheet, one of their new signings. It's just, you know, is what it is. But then played Leicester, we won 3-2. Another strong performance here. Conceded more than what we probably should have. Sionchu and Kitiano on the score sheet from them, but a brace from Dybala and a goal from Lukaku in the first half hour, giving us a comfortable victory. Then it was a turn of newly promoted Preston, and I nearly rested the entire team for this game, not realising it was a league game. I realised in time, made all the changes back, and Kylian Mbappe, Dybala, Lukaku and Broja scoring off the bench to give us a comfortable 4-1 victory against the newly promoted Preston North End. Then it was a turn of Brighton. This scoreline does not reflect the game. This could have been a comfortable 5 or 6-0 victory. Lukaku and Dybala are the only ones on the score sheet on this occasion, but another solid, solid victory. And then it was a turn of Leeds at Ellen Road. Lukaku with a hat-trick, Mbappe with a brace. This scoreline genuinely could have been anything. Both teams were going for it. XG was very, very similar. We came out on top. I think we were maybe one ahead, but that's obviously the penalty that Lukaku scored. Realistically could have been absolutely any scoreline in the world that you like, and that game would have fit it. We then lost on penalties in the Carabao Cup to Brentford. Now this was a full first changed 11, priority on today's game. As you see, Brentford edged the XG, we edged the shots on target, stuff like that, but as you see, it really wasn't a first strength or a full strength side. Mtiti was also injured. We do have our Champions League group. I'm going to quickly show you that. There's not going to be a huge amount of games. We'll maybe show you one of the Dortmund games. In fact, I am going to show you at least one of the Dortmund games. I might show you both. We'll decide in the future. However, I look at Dynamo Kiev, I look at Admira Wacker Modling, the Austrian side. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. In full, I know they're Austrian, not because of the flag, that's my general knowledge. The flag helps, of course. But I don't think Dynamo Kiev and Admira Wacker are going to really appeal to the masses. I will mute that before we go on pitch side. So, kind of disappointing with the group in terms of YouTube side, in terms of progression side with the team. We should really be winning that group quite comfortably. The Premier Division in the league, we are equal in points behind on goal difference to Man City. We do have a game in hand to Aston Villa, which could get a second, but you know, we can't even get within 5. I think the best we can do is get within 5 points of that all-conquering Liverpool side. Maybe a bit frustrating. Who is the Liverpool manager? Still Jurgen Klopp. I suspected that might be the case. Of course, won the Champions League last year. Newcastle's opponents today, they're currently run by Ralph Hasenhüttl. He is their second manager of this save. The Hans-Dieter Flick, who it says is the German manager and Bayern manager. I don't really know a huge enough about German football, you know a huge amount about this guy, but who knows. I suspect he wasn't Bayern manager at the start of the game, and then moving Newcastle, Chester is the Bayern manager and current German manager, or he's picked up the German job at some point through it. I don't really know, but he only lasted 200 days in the job, leaving in February to be replaced by the Southampton manager Ralph Hasenhüttl. I don't know how to pronounce that either. I don't watch enough English football to hear his name pronounced, but you know, he looks good. Their signings, we're just going to have a quick look-see. So they've brought in Vicinho, Ginter, Dalot, Markout, Dele Alli and Ospina in the summer. Last year they brought in Aral, Albiol, Lodi, Januzaj, Denis Suarez, Barbosa, Mukiele, and of course Loftus-Cheek from us. Let's get pitch side for this game against Newcastle. I've just selected the team and realised I forgot to mention our signing. So we did get one more signing. We got Alphonso Davies in for 95 million. Now this is a lot of clauses. So out Davies, as you see, 10%, and a lot of it is in instalments. You know, that's 45 million over that in instalments, and I think 40 million up front. We did try and get brain work. We did try and get Wesley Fofana on a similar kind of deal. We had a deal accepted by Leicester. He then turned down the wages, which is fine, you know, it is what it is. Excuse me. And then Leicester now want a lot more money for him, which is frustrating. So the team for today is going to be Mendy, Sule, Tomori. I've actually put him in the centre recently and I found it much better. Rugani on the left, Reece James and Alphonso Davies on the flanks, Kante and Jorginho in the midfield, Mbappe, Lukaku, Dybala up top. The Newcastle team doesn't look too bad either. Ospina, Ginter, Lascelles, Markout, Dalot, Saint-Maximin, Loftus-Cheek, Vicinho, Denis Suarez, Dele Alli and Gabi Barbosa up top. It's not a bad team. It's not a bad team. It's not how I would spend the money with Newcastle. Obviously I spent it very different in my save. But, you know, it's not a bad team at all. Reece James with the throw finds Kylian Mbappe, Jorginho, Tomori, Sule. Reece James brings it forward. Can he find the ball? He can. Dybala's there. Oh, Spina with the reaction save. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Dybala. Tomori. That's a free header. That's allowed because I'm watching the linesman. Didn't think it was offside, which is why I looked straight up at him as soon as I seen the referee going down. Just slight little things you can see that make a difference. Decent ball in. Tomori. Free header. Ospina caught in no man's land. Goal. Oh wow, he's closer. It's closer than what I thought it was. I thought there was 3 or 4 of them playing him on, and actually that replay showing it was only 1. But hey ho, is what it is. It's 1-0. Dybala towards Lukaku, cleared away by Loftus-Cheek. Gabi Barbosa bringing it forward. Dalot. Vicinho is one of the guys that I signed with Newcastle, ironically. Lascelles. Jorginho steps in. Lukaku. Mbappe with pace and some space and skies it. Oh man, Kylian Mbappe is the guy that I would have wanted there. The absolute perfect guy that I would have wanted there. Alphonso Davies gets it in. Kante, that's a tap in from Kante. Just gets so much space there, Kante. And all the space in the world to just pass it into the net. And the goalkeeper doesn't really have any chance. I don't know if he's just been caught out or if he's unsighted here. There's 2 guys in front of him as the ball comes in. Yeah, he's completely unsighted. His own defender is marking the player, keeping the player on side. It would have been a complete block of view. The goalkeeper can't see none. And it is what it is. Nicolas Sule, his first goal. His first goal. I cannot believe I'm saying that. Every corner that we have scored so far this season, Lukaku scored it. Lukaku and Sule doing that front post job. Our 2 best aerial threats, and Lukaku scored every single one of them that have gone in so far this season. But Sule finally gets his goal. It is 3-0 Chelsea after just 15 minutes. This could get out of hand. This could seriously get out of hand. Ospina just slowing it down a bit, just slowing it down, giving his players a break, let them get out of their heads. Have a think. Good plan, but only finds Rugani. Davies back to Rugani and now to Tomori and over to Sule as we switch the sides. Jorginho, Dybala, He's got both the flanks open here, both Reece James and getting Mbappe finishes 4-0. He had both Reece James and Alphonso Davies with all the space in the world to just run down the flanks there. If you watch it here, I'm just going to pause, and you see the space. We're literally, if he hits either of those, or you could play it through to Mbappe or Lukaku, both are making the right moves. We are 4-on-2 here. With as soon as Dybala passes this ball, we are 4-on-2. Now, he could go to Kante to get to Davies or Lukaku. His choices here are very simple as Mbappe or Reece James, who he goes for, and obviously we score from. But from that point now, Newcastle do well to get players back here, and the numbers when the ball comes in are much more in their favour. But Reece James just picks out a brilliant ball to Mbappe. I just wanted to pause that because I spotted that, and that's little things with the tactic that you have to spot. Now that's issues with Newcastle's tactics rather than ours doing well, but it's ours exploiting Newcastle's tactic. Dybala had so many options there to set someone in. It was just craziness, absolute craziness to have that much space. It's Mbappe, it's 18 minutes in and we're 5-0 up. I thought this was going to be a tough game. Newcastle on paper looked like a fairly strong team, a good manager. But again, using the flanks, creating space, Davies ball across. To be fair, that cross has to be defended better, and Mbappe with a tap in. It's kind of going into that no man's land between defenders and the goalkeeper, but that court just has to be defended better. Dybala, and it goes Sule. It's in. I don't know what to say about this. This is obviously the tactic working at its best. We obviously Newcastle's tactic obviously complements again well against us in terms of getting the best out of our tactic. You know, we've got a 2xG with 6 goals, so you could see we're punching above our weight. But I would say every single chance that we've had has been a lot more clear cut. Tomori's missed that. Oh, you've got to be winning that one, Tomori. Gabby Barbosa gets one back, so not our first clean sheet of the season. Out with the Brentford 0-0. We'll take it as corners are broken. You know, we've scored 2. Ospina has not covered himself in glory either, to be fair. Let's be honest, at the other end. So that doesn't help. But hey ho, we'll take this every day of the week. Kante, Rugani, Reece James, back to N'Golo Kante. Is he going to alone? Oh, he is. We've taken our foot off the gas a bit now by the looks of it. And do you know what? I don't mind that. The only thing that I don't like about Alphonso Davies is a £95 million man that does not necessarily have the stamina for this system. Very happy with the way things are going. Out you go again, boys. I don't need to say much more than that. I'm double checking that this is recording because I'm never going to get this result again, am I? If I was to have to replay it. Not that I would have just gone and played the next game, but hey ho. Jorginho, St Maximin, good defending from St Max there. Marcao, Ginter, Maximan. Jorginho reads him well. Can't get above Ginter, but Alphonso Davies there to pick up. Jorginho, back to Alphonso Davies. We're just exploiting the flank again. Davies, Jorginho, he's got a bit of an overload. He's going to go for Davies again. He's going to be lofted to back post. Reece James, oh, someone be a bit selfish, guys, come on. Davies, back to Degani, getting himself involved in the attack. Jorginho, Mbappe with the hat-trick. Is it? I think it's given it. I think it's given it. It's tight. It's tight. I don't know if it's given it. I genuinely do not know. We'll find out here. Jorginho. He's just on the far side, guys, playing him on. Hat-trick for Mbappe, a hat-trick of assists for Dybala. 7-1. Cruise control. Rugani. Davies. Oh, he's done his man. I'm not sure Jorginho was the pass there. He'd absolutely done his man, opened everything up, and then the pass back just, you know, brings other players into play defensively for Newcastle. But hey ho, is what it is. We are going to bring on Ben Chilwell for Alphonso Davies. Just give him a bit of a breather. As I said, he doesn't have the stamina for this tactic to see out a full 90, unfortunately. So Chilwell, who's proven himself in this tactic before, or proven himself last season, getting more game time than I was necessarily expecting when signing a £95 million fullback on his side. James, Kante, Mbappe, whipped across. Oh, that is shocking defending. It's an own goal from Dalot. I think he probably does have to stick a foot in. I actually thought it was the goalkeeper initially, and then I realised it had to have came off Dalot. It is Dalot's own goal. We're just going to watch this again. See, as he cuts it back here, there's nobody really there, so actually you could leave it for the next guy who would maybe be able to react a bit better and avoid an own goal. But, you know, we're not complaining. We've scored 8 here against Newcastle. It's Chilwell now on that left hand side, and Jorginho linking up well. Chilwell is just dancing, he's dancing through, he's beating them all. Kante for a brace. Oh, we want the 10. We want the 10. We're going to bring Lukaku off and rest him. We'll bring on Moussa Dembele for our big Belgian striker. Sule knocks it down, can't find Reece James. Our attacking line has just been almost perfect here. I cannot complain. Gabi Barbosa brings it into the box on a rare Newcastle attack. Dalot, Januzaj, Vicinho, Dalot, Januzaj, Dalot whipped in, Rugani away. Sean Longstaff, the only one that's going to pick that up, or is that Matty Longstaff? I don't know. Sean Longstaff's contract was up in the summer, so it could be either Loftus-Cheek. I think every time we've played against Newcastle, he's scored against us. We're going to bring on Billy Gilmore for some game time. We'll give Kante a bit of a break. Kante's had a good game, not going to complain, just purely resting him up. And out we go again. Loftus-Cheek and Ginter linking up on that far side with Longstaff. Newcastle seem to have changed something. This Loftus-Cheek looks dangerous again. He does seem to do alright in a Newcastle shirt, does Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Does seem to do alright. We're not going to get the 10. That's fine. It's going to stay at 8. If it's 8-2, it's still a very, very good result. We can't complain at this. 8-3 would still be a good result as well. I mean, defensively it's a bit shocking. As I said, I did want to get Fofana. I just wanted that extra sort of rocking defence. Couldn't get the deal done. Couldn't get the deal done, unfortunately. Oh, Dembele, you know, finding Mbappe there. I think it's Mbappe that's up top. Ospina. Ginter. Fraser. We're hitting our added time now. Referee's going to blow 8-2 victory, guys. That makes up for that draw against West Ham in the last episode. Go and smash that like button for that, as all boys. And, you know, dislike it if you're a Newcastle fan, I guess. But thanks very much for watching, boys. We will be back next time for a Dortmund game. It's only a couple of games away, which means I can get into the habit of recording, uploading, and give myself a bit of a breather and time to get to the next episode after that. It's also Dortmund at home, so it'll probably be one of our bigger games in this group. Much love, guys, and I'll hopefully catch you all next time.